What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I will be talking about the book Star Wars: Honor Among Thieves by James S.A. Corey. And this book was published by Del Rey on March 4th, 2014. This is actually the last book published in the expanded universe, or Legends as it is now. So any books after that day they're part of the Disney canon. And this book takes place in 2 to 3 ABY. And there's also a short story, Silver and Scarlet, also by James S.A. Corey. If you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing for more Star Wars videos on other books and other, video games and, basically Star Wars videos. And there will be spoilers for this book, so if you care about spoilers for this book, here's your spoiler warning. And now on to the Dramatis Personae, or characters. First up, Basin Ray. He is a Miralan smuggler. C-3PO, protocol droid. Chewbacca. He is a Wookiee and co-pilot of the Millennium Falcon. SEO Galassian. He is a human astrocartographer. Han Solo. He is a human and the captain of the Millennium Falcon. Hunter Mass. He is a human thief. Leia Organa. She is a human Alderaanian princess and a rebel. Luke Skywalker. He is a human rebel pilot. R2-D2 is an astromech droid. Scarlet Hark. She is a human rebel spy. Sunim is a Bothan. He is a Bothan pilot. And then you have Wedge Antilles. He is a human rebel alliance commander. And he's a pilot, obviously. And the story now. So this book starts off with Han Solo. He gets called in by Leia, and Luke is there as well. And Leia is giving each of them a mission. Luke is to go with some other pilots. Wedge is to lead this, and they're going to the Samarti system because there's some weird phenomenon going on, and they're going to find out what that is. And then Han is tasked with extracting a rebel spy on Kioran. And so they go to their... And Leia is going to go to Kiamur, where the rebels are having a meeting with a bunch of potential allies. So Han goes, he gets the Falcon ready, him and Chewie. But they go to Kioran, park the Falcon and that. And an old friend of his, Basin Ray, who he's a smuggler like Han, but he's down on his luck, so he's turned to bounty hunting. And Han Solo has a big bounty on his head, and so he's trying to bring in Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt. And Han and Chewie manage to escape. They throw Basin off, and they get to the Falcon, they give him the slip, and Han goes to find Scarlet Hark, the spy, and he does find her, but of course she's not quite ready to leave yet, because there's this data card that she needs to get. But of course she couldn't have gotten it without a for sure way to get out. So they steal it from SEO Galassian, and this guy, he's not a nice guy. He likes to kill people with his pet droids, and basically he's an Emperor toady. So he's a scumbag, plain and simple. So they steal the data card, and they manage to escape Kioran, but they find out that on Kiyomer, where uh, this guy named Hunter Mass had stolen something else, he's heading to Kiyomer to basically sell his winnings that he stole to the rebels, and the Empire know about that. So the Empire heading to Kiyomer, and so they're worried about the rebels on there. So they head to Kiyomer to try and prevent that, and they manage to do that. They arrive at Kiyomer. They talk with Leia, but Leia doesn't want to disturb all the people and have the talks with the potential allies to fall through and that. So but so that the Empire does come. All the good guys manage to get away, but Kyomer is the Empire shoots at it with the Star Destroyers and does a lot of damage. And so they find out that in the Samarti system there is a device that controls hyperspace. So if you control this device, you control who use hyperspace. So and that's where they sent Luke and the other rebel pilots. So they all head there, and they get to the Samarti system, and they find Luke and the surviving pilots. They had landed on a nearby place, a planet, and they kind of plan to take out the Star Destroyer that's there. And that's what the X-Wings are doing, while Han and Leia and Scarlet are trying to steal the device to control hyperspace. So the rebel pilots take out the Star Destroyer, and Han and team, they get to the temple. That's because that's where the hyperspace control thing is. It's in an ancient temple. So they get in there, they go to the center of it, and they find Ezio Galassian there trying to figure out how it works, because it's very ancient and very difficult to figure out how it works. So, and they talk a little bit, and long story short, they defeat Ezio. He falls off a railing and into the core, which is hollow. So he's in for a long fall, and the device is actually basically it's an entire room, so they can't take it with them. But stormtroopers are shooting at him, and Han doesn't want the rebels to get this, because then they would control hyperspace and they would stop smuggling and all that. And it's probably not something that anybody should have. So basically, they decide to destroy it, and so they blow up the planet. But they get to the top of the temple and call for Chewie and the Falcon to rescue him. Chewie picks him up, rescues him. The planet blows up. The good guys get away, and that's the book, really. And there is a short story in this, Silver and Scarlet, about Scarlet on another mission. It's kind of a throwaway little short story. It's not anything that important, so that's all I'll say about it. And now on to what I liked about this book. Well, it's nice to get a story, a rebel story between A New Hope and Empire. I want to get at least a few of these. So yeah, we got it. And this one focused on Han Solo, which cool. So I look forward to more rebel stories. I'm getting into that, so that's awesome. The more I I read some of these books where Han's in them and stuff the more I like Han Solo. Yeah, that's good. So Let's see, what else? Han Solo is a highlight in this book. You know, Chewie. The banter between the characters is pretty good. And I think the story overall is pretty interesting, you know, with the whole rescuing the spy and then trying to get this hyperspace control thing. So yeah, overall, I think it was a decent story. What I didn't like, first and foremost, in this book, this book uses some terms, like it uses bathroom, toilet, crap. There's others, but those spring to mind. To me, maybe this is just me. You can let me know in the comment section down below if you feel the same, but I don't think these would be terms that they would use in Star Wars. They would have their own terms, and they have used to their own terms. I believe the bathroom is called the refresher, not a toilet. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's my only really negative about this story. But it happens quite a bit, so it kind of takes the story down. Yeah. Overall, this story it's okay. You know, it's not the greatest book ever written. But it's, you know, it's not Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void. Whew. But yeah, so I mean, I'd probably give this book a 6.5 out of 10. You know, not a horrendous score, but you know, like it's kind of average, so it's gonna get like kind of an average score. So yeah. Well, what did you think of this book if you've read it? Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.